1, 2, 3, let's go!
Hi. Hey. Hi everyone. We're finally getting back into the Game of Thrones. What's it called? Universe. Right? We're finally sitting down to start House of the Dragon. I know I said it was going to be sooner than this, but you know what? Things happen. Sometimes I lie. And sometimes I don't even know that I'm lying in the moment, okay? Things happen, things take precedence, and here we are, we're doing it, okay? I'm very excited, if you can't tell. I'm wired, I've had 2 energy drinks and my electrolytes. Energy, 10 out of 10.
Energy.
I am fully coming into this prepared to be very obsessed with this show. As much as I love Game of Thrones, one of my favourite parts of that series was the dragons. Okay, the dragons are a big plus for me. I've heard there's many more dragons in this show. So today we're doing episodes 1, 2, and 3. Before we get in, quick shout out to the patrons. All these episodes will be going up on Patreon a few days in advance. Usually I'll put the episodes up maybe starting Sunday or Monday, considering we're doing 3 episodes. So it'll be an upload a day on Patreon, leading up to the Wednesday upload on the YouTube channel. So that's the gig with Patreon. Quick thing, actually, as we're moving into the Christmas season, I wanted to let you guys know, because Patreon have started a new thing that means you can essentially gift someone, like a loved one or whatever, a up to year subscription to a Patreon. So if you guys wanted to send it to your parents, for example, then there is actually like a gift card situation that they've started, so it's much easier to do. I want to let you know, because a few people do mention that like they wish they could, and like they want to ask for it for Christmas, but it's kind of difficult figuring it out. So I thought I'd let you know that. But yeah, check out the Patreon, it's a great time. I've got a bunch of stuff over there, continuing with like exclusives and stuff every single week, new uploads of exclusive content over on the Patreon too. Second channel, a bit more Bradbury post content besides reactions. I've got a bunch of fun things planned for over there, especially leading into the Christmas season. And what else? I mean, website will be coming back soon. More art will be coming soon. My podcast, Morning Glory, that's all back up and running again now. The first episode is already up. The second one might be up already by the time you're seeing this, I'm not sure. But the first episode, I deep dived into Chapel Roan's album and did like my full thoughts and ranking and everything. So yeah, that goes up on the second channel every other Sunday at 10 AM, or you can just listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, whatever. But yeah, with all that said, this has been long, but I'm excited. Let's go.
Let's go!
Oh God, come on then.
The health of the old king, Viserys, was failing.
Viserys. I'm going to try and recall names, guys, but I've heard it's difficult with this series, even more than the other.
House Targaryen stood at the height of its strength, with 10 adult dragons under its yoke. 14 succession claims were heard, but only 2 were truly considered. Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, the king's eldest descendant, and her younger cousin, Prince Viserys Targaryen.
Oh, I know I'm going to forget all of these names. Just prepare yourselves, because I try.
Lord Vassal of the Seven Kingdoms, the Prince Viserys Targaryen.
Okay, so we've got another Viserys, right? That's like a common name, I believe, in the Targaryen dynasty.
Rhaenys, a woman, would not inherit the Iron Throne.
Right, so a woman's been snubbed. No surprise there. The world hate women.
The only thing that could tear down the House of the Dragon was itself.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming. We're going to have rivalries within the house. Because she didn't look too fucking happy to be snubbed right there, which, you know what? Valid. Oh my God, I'm going to cream my panties. Oh, give me dragons. Oh God, I don't think you guys understand. I am obsessed with dragons. Honestly, looking back on my life though, as a child, I used to love dinosaurs and shit, still do. So this only makes sense in my opinion. Like, what a normal and predicting evolution, you know? That made no sense, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
Silence.
Cyrax. Cyrax? Okay. Come on, kitten wedge. I was going to say kitten heel, but it's more of a kitten wedge.
Cyrax is growing quickly. She'll soon be as large as Caraxes.
That's almost large enough to settle too.
I believe I'm quite content as a spectator. Thank you.
She is quite demure looking though, isn't she? Like, she's quite soft. All things considered, you know? Oh, so is this where all the dragons live? In there?
Ah, Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra. Fucking hell, I'm gonna forget everything.
Your Grace.
Good morrow, Alicent.
Alicent. What the fuck? These names are crazy.
Did you sleep?
I slept.
How long?
I don't need mothering, Rhaenyra. You will lie in this bed soon enough, Rhaenyra.
Let's not.
This discomfort is how we serve the realm.
I'd rather serve as a knight and ride to battle in glory.
I'm gonna like her. I'm gonna fucking like her.
We have royal wounds, you and I. The childbed is our battlefield.
That's so sad.
Now take a bath, you stink of dragon.
God, glass skin though. Fucking hell. Porcelain smooth.
I would urge that you not allow this triarchy much latitude in the stepstones, Your Grace. If those shipping lanes should fall, it will beggar our ports.
The Crown has heard your report, Lord Corlys, and takes it under advisement.
So a triarchy. We need to be on high alert of a triarchy.
Before the games are over, my son will be born, and the whole realm will celebrate.
We have no way of predicting the sex of the child.
There's a boy in the Queen's belly. I know it.
We've got the sense.
And my heir will soon put all of this damnable hand-wringing to rest himself.
It's going to be a child for a while. Like, how is a literal fetus gonna do anything? You know, you got to give him some time.
God be good.
It's all right, sir.
Whoa, what's all over the floor? Oh fuck, more swords. Is this Damon?
Kotio terranno sit isa. Terranno zucho ario sit.
Why did we get rid of all these crazy swords from around the thing? That looks much better, doesn't it? Much more grand.
I brought you something.
Oh, also, I'm going to be on high alert for incest. I've heard it's rife in this show, so...
Turn around.
I don't know. I'm getting the vibes. Maybe a little bit too premature here.
You and I both own a small piece of our ancestry. Give you.
I mean, it is a beautiful necklace, I will agree.
Is it healing?
Oh, well, what's gone on there, then?
It has grown slightly, Your Grace.
We've sent inquiries to the Citadel. They are searching the text for similar cases.
Cauterization would be a wise course of treatment, Your Grace.
Burn the shit, yeah.
You do understand that nothing will cause the babe to grow a cock if it does not already possess one.
Period. I, low-key, hope it's a girl.
This child is a boy, Emma.
Yeah.
I've never been more certain of anything.
That would just make the most sense to me right now. Like, we're putting a lot of pressure on it being a boy. So it would make more sense for it to be a woman, you know? Adversity.
Born wearing a crown. God spare me. Birth is unpleasant enough as it is.
This is the thing. They act as though it's this easy feat, and it's one of the I can assume, it's one of the hardest things, like, the body can be put through.
This is the last time, Viserys. I've lost one babe in the cradle. Had 2 stillbirths and 2 pregnancies ended well before their term.
Oh God, she's been put through it. I hope she has a boy.
I know it is my duty to provide you an heir, and I'm sorry if I have failed you in that I am.
It's not your fucking fault, babes. You're red, his men.
But I've mourned all the dead children like her.
Can't be helped, it's one of those things. I hope she has a boy now, just so she don't have to go through any more bullshit. Because that's wild.
You're a pack of hounds, sated and Hone for the hunt. Beginning tonight, King's Landing will learn to fear the colour gold.
Right, so he's commander of the City Watch, right? He's the king's brother. Got it. And now we're going to go fuck up the city. What are we doing this for? Oh, that's some cunty garb, though. Come through. I don't know if I get good vibes from him. Is that up the arsehole? Or have we just chopped off his balls? I think we've chopped off his balls. Right, so these aren't good people we're doing this to then. An interesting way of bringing justice to the city, I suppose. But
Brother?
You are to explain your doings with the City Watch.
oh, come on, accountability time.
The Watch was enforcing the Crown's laws. Wouldn't you agree, Lord Strong?
I don't Making a public spectacle of wanton brutality is hardly in line with our laws.
Period. Say it again.
Much of King's Landing is seen by the small folk as lawless and terrifying. Our city should be safe for all its people.
I agree.
Oh my god, I should have worn my White Walker wig for this, shouldn't I? Maybe for the finale. This is the final look.
Enforce my laws, but understand, any further performances like last night's will be answered.
We can enforce the laws and crack the whip without beheading and chopping off limbs or balls. Are balls considered a limb? No, they're more of an extremity, aren't they?
Queen Emma has begun her labours.
Oh, she's in labour. Okay, stunning. Let's hope for a boy. Give her puss a rest, you know? Oh, I don't need this. I don't need a POV.
I'm not enjoying it. I'm not. I hate it.
I'm told Sir Crispin is common-born son of Lord Dondarrion's steward.
Oh, is he battling a Targaryen now?
Daemon of House Targaryen, Prince of the city, will now choose his first opponent.
Oh, it's Daemon's turn. Daemon's having a go. Love the headdress. Wow. Love everything about that, actually. Who's his first opponent going to be then?
Sir Gawain Hightower of Old Town, eldest son of the Hand of the King.
Wait, but is he not going to die? Or do they not always die from it? I swear, get them in a soft spot, though, and they're done for, aren't they?
5 dragons on Daemon.
Sorry to the Hand of the King, I guess. That is such a cool headdress. Or helmet, I guess. Not headdress. God, I'm so gay. Oh, Daemon didn't slay it straight away.
Hey, Flop.
That feels illegal. That feels messy. That's not how it's supposed to go. You know, that horse shouldn't be getting hit. Nope, don't like it. Fuck him. Seems a bit unfucking fair, that. At least the horse is up. Oof. Baby's coming. Baby's here, maybe.
What's happening?
The infant is in breach, Your Grace. All attempts to turn the babe have failed.
Oh, it's not in... Oh, in breach. Oh, that's gonna...
Your queen is a strong woman. She's fighting with all her might, but it may not be enough.
And they just don't have enough. They don't have enough tools to help a woman. Fuck me! We shouldn't be having kids if we ain't got the tools. You know?
You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right.
Potentially losing the life of the fucking queen should not be a healthy price to pay. Do you know what I mean? For having a child. Oh, it's horrid. It'll never make sense to me. Like, this is not what is, for me, is considered a celebration. Oh, God. She's anxious. Oh, is the queen gonna die giving birth? And then what if the baby's a girl? Then they're really gonna hate the child.
It sometimes becomes necessary for the father to make an impossible choice.
So we've got to choose wife or the child. I feel like he's gonna allow her to die.
You can save the child.
Oh no, I feel so sorry for the girlie. Well,
They're going to bring the babe out now.
she doesn't know that that's going to mean that she has to die. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I don't approve of this. But I suppose they've got to do whatever they can to secure an heir.
I love you. It's all right.
Please.
It's all right.
No, I'm scared.
And he's not even telling her. Oh, well, of course, why would you want to tell her? You won't go, yeah, okay, well, we're going to have to kill you, darling, to get this babe out.
I'm making the first incision. Please hold it still.
I don't want to watch it.
Don't be scared.
What do you mean, don't be fucking scared? They're killing her!
The childbed is our battlefield.
He has. Daemon's lost. Gag is not gonna like you for that.
Prince Daemon Targaryen wishes to continue.
Oh, this is what happens? Oh shit! If you lose, you can choose to finish it off, fucking with combat. Shit! Didn't realise this was part of the entertainment. And her mother's literally getting killed. Yeah, so that's hardly a C-section. That's just brutality, isn't it? Fucking hell. I don't think a C-section goes that way. Did they have a Todger? Did they have a Todger?
Psych.
Yield. He's got another arm. He can grab the knife with the other arm. He hasn't yielded. He's not said it. I yield. He's not said I yield.
I was hoping to ask for the princess's favour.
I like Sir Kristen. I do.
Congratulations, Your Grace. You have a son.
He's got a son.
It's a boy.
A new heir, Your Grace.
Okay. I mean, for me, it's still fucked up. But, at the very least, he got what he was hoping for out of the situation. God, you're going to have a hard time bonding with the child, though, aren't you, after that? Like, you've literally had to... What's happening? What's happening then? Oh, God. Fucking mummifier. Jesus Christ. Devastating. But as I was saying, you're going to have a hard time bonding with the child after that. No, it died also. I thought it started to, like, choke or something. So you lost both anyway. They ended up losing both. Oh my fucking God. So we've still got no hair. Period. Drag him. Drag him. I like her. Love her.
Dracarys.
Oh, she has to burn her. God, the dragons get all the shit jobs, don't they?
Your Grace, this is the last thing any of us wish to discuss at this dark hour, but I consider the matter urgent. Despite how difficult this time is, Your Grace, I feel it important the succession be firmly in place.
God, give me an hour. My wife's just died.
Daemon Targaryen,
No one here can know what Daemon would do were he king, but no one can doubt his ambition. Look at what he did with the gold cloaks.
An army you gave him, Otto. I named Daemon Master of Laws, but you said he was a tyrant.
He does give tyrant energy, to be honest. I don't trust him to be a good king.
If the gods should visit some further tragedy on you, either by design or accident...
What are you saying? My brother would murder me. Take my crown.
I mean, is it out of the question? I don't know Daemon's character as of yet, but it doesn't seem like he plays by the rules.
Who else would have a claim?
Rhaenyra, right? Rhaenyra?
The king's firstborn child.
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra.
No queen has ever sat the Iron Throne.
That is only by tradition and precedence, Lord
If order and stability so concerns this council, then perhaps we shouldn't break 100 years of it by naming a girl heir.
Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid a woman rule.
There are others who would have a claim.
Such as your wife, Lord Corlys, or the queen who never was.
Moments ago, you announced your support for Daemon.
If we cannot agree on an heir, then how can we
My
expect
wife
the
and
rest?
son are dead!
Literally, give me an hour. Give me a bit of kip.
I will not sit here and suffer crows that come to feast on their corpses!
Like, this could have been handled tomorrow. I understand the urgency, but it's also going to be urgent tomorrow. I can't handle it. I can't stand the bullshit. Like, do you not think he deserves a little bit of grace in this time? For me, I'd be choosing Rhaenyra.
How's Rhaenyra?
She lost her mother.
The queen was well loved by all.
That's not the fucking point. The queen wasn't everyone's mother. It was her mother.
How is his grace?
Very low. Which is why I sent for you.
What's she to do?
I thought you might go to him. Offer him comfort.
In his chambers.
What? He wants his daughter to go bonk the king.
I wouldn't know what to say.
Stop that. You'll be glad of a visitor.
I don't like that.
You might wear one of your mother's dresses.
A mum who's dead. Right. Dead mother gown. Fuck Otto. Fuck Otto! I hope he's king enough to be like, this ain't happening. You know? I'm in mourning. I'm not horny. Come on now, my guy. Don't let me down.
The Lady Alicent Hightower, Your Grace.
I thought I might come and look in on you, Your Grace.
That's very kind, thank you.
No wonder she's a nail biter with a father like hers. That's incredible, though. What he's doing there. Love an artiste.
When my mother died, people only ever spoke to me in riddles. All I wanted was for someone to say that they were sorry for what happened to me. I'm very sorry, Your Grace.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, girlie. I'm not mad at this, like this conversational outcome. I'm just hoping it stays as that, you know?
The King Solaire once again.
It's not something to be celebrated, though.
Might we drink to our future?
Last night, Prince Daemon bought out one of the pleasure houses on the Street of Silk.
I'm glad that Alicent didn't have to bonk the king. It's like...
Dream and pray as they all might, it seems I'm not so easily replaced.
The gods give just as the gods take away.
He toasted Prince Balon,
To the king's son.
the heir, for a day.
Oh yeah, I don't think I like Daemon Targaryen. He seems like an arsehole.
The evening was, by all accounts, a celebration.
Yeah. We can't have him being the king if that's how he's gonna act when your son and wife are dead.
The heir for a day. Did you say it?
Don't lie. Come on.
We must all mourn in our own way, Your Grace.
And your way is by taking the fucking piss.
My family has just been destroyed. But instead of being by my side or Rhaenyra's,
You chose to celebrate your own rise! Laughing with your whores and your lick spittles!
Lick spittles? Love that.
Yet everything I've given you, you've thrown back in my face!
You've only ever tried to send me away to the Vale, to the City Watch. 10 years you've been king, and yet not once have you asked me to be your hand.
The way you act doesn't warrant such a privilege.
The blood of the dragon runs thick.
Then why do you cut me so deep?
I've only ever spoken the truth. I see Otto Hightower for what he is.
An unwavering and loyal hand.
I mean, it's not wrong.
You're weak, Viserys, and that council of leeches knows it. They all prey on you for their own ends.
I have to say, now watching this back, he does have points to be made here, because that Lord Corlys, yeah, and his hand, Otto, definitely have their own little motives here. And like, I do feel like they are kind of like using the king a little bit to get where they want to be, you know?
I have decided to name a new heir.
I'm your heir.
Not anymore. You are to return to Runestone and your lady wife at once. And you are to do so without quarrel.
This is where the battle over the Targaryens is going to kind of be happening, right? He's not going to become king, he's going to be mad about it, thus retaliate. Because they said at the beginning, the only thing that could take down a Targaryen is itself. I support that.
Father.
Is he going to make Rhaenyra? Because I would live. I would live.
When you look at the dragons, what do you see?
What? You haven't spoken a word to me since Mother's funeral. And now you send your king's guard down.
Answer me.
Come on, girlie. She seems very fond of the dragons, like a real connection, so I support it.
Everyone says Targaryens are closer to gods than to men, but they say that because of our dragons. Without them, we're just like everyone else.
Clock it. Clock it. Obviously, not everyone else wouldn't burn, but yeah.
The idea that we control the dragons is an illusion.
Nah, they don't. Yeah, period.
They're a power men should never have trifled with. One that brought Valyria its doom. If we don't mind our own histories, it will do the same to us. Targaryen must understand this to be king or queen.
Period. Guys, is going to make her queen, I think. And I fully support that. I really, really do.
I have wasted the years since you were born. Wanting for a son, you are the very best of your mother. And I believe, as I know she did, that you could be a great ruling queen.
Daemon is your heir.
No, he's fucking not, Diva. He's too wild. Too crazy.
Daemon was not made to wear the crown. But I believe that you were.
I pledge fealty to them, and shall defend them against all enemies, in good faith and without deceit.
I am obsessed with this. Don't get me wrong, it's a difficult fucking job, and I know she's gonna have some bullshit to tackle with, because, you know, she's a woman.
This is no trivial gesture. Dragon's saddle is one thing, but the Iron Throne is the most dangerous seat in the realm.
Yeah, this is the thing. But I do love it for her and the Targaryens, and for me.
And shall defend them against all enemies in good faith and without deceit.
That's his dragon. Oh my god, that's scary. Caraxes grumbles, it says. Caraxes.
Aegon foresaw the end of the world of men. 'Tis to begin with a terrible winter.
Okay.
When this great winter comes, Rhaenyra, all of Westeros must stand against it.
Wait, so are we referencing the White Walkers?
And if the world of men is to survive, a Targaryen must be seated on the Iron Throne, strong enough to unite the realm against the cold. Aegon called his dream the Song of Ice and Fire. This secret, it's been passed from king to heir since Aegon's time.
Right. So now we know the tea. Shit me.
I, Viserys Targaryen, first of his name, King of the Andals.
Oh, his dragon is fucking scary. Like, hers is so demure and nice, and his is spiky and scary.
Rhaenyra Targaryen, Princess of Dragonstone, and heir to the Iron Throne.
Pussy! I do need to know why Alicent is so anxious, though, because, like, when she was, like, putting her stuff on, maybe she's just worried for a friend, maybe. That could be tea. Puss. Puss, puss. Next episode. Oh, yes! tune. I was wondering after the first episode, because the first episode didn't have an intro, but I guess that makes sense because it's a pilot, right? Da, 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 da. Oh, we've got blood. Oh, fuck me. What's happening here then? Oh, not getting eaten by crabs. She's got crabs.
The Stepstones have now grown into a conflagration, yet you sit here and dither about court business. I want to know what is to be done about my ships and my men.
The Crown will compensate you for your ship and crew.
I don't want compensation.
Yeah, I don't want to keep losing me fucking men. You know, money don't replace bodies.
And I've always said that!
Seize the Stepstones by force and burn out this crab feeder.
I am not prepared to start a war with the Free Cities.
That thing in front of them looks like a big egg. And I like it, like a fried egg.
The king's own brother has been allowed to seize Dragonstone and fortify it with an army of his gold cloaks. Daemon has squatted there for over half a year without even a protest from the crown.
Oh, so it's been half a year since the last episode.
The Stepstones will be settled. In time.
You have dragon riders, father.
Yeah, why are we not putting the dragons to use? This is very weird. Like, you literally have dragons. Poof, poof.
It isn't that simple, Rhaenyra.
It would be a show of force.
At least the princess has a plan.
Period. Come on, Rhaenyra. She's on my wavelength, she is.
I only meant that we should at least...
Perhaps there's some better use for the princess's talents, Your Grace.
Fuck him. First order of business when we come into power, Rhaenyra, is getting fucked with him.
Why don't you take the princess to see about the new King's Guard posting, Lord Commander?
Right, Alicent can stay, but he can fuck off.
A fine idea, Your Grace.
Fuck Otto.
This knight will protect you as well. You should choose.
Fuck men. Oh, I hate men. This show just reminds me every time of why I hate men. And yes, it's a certain type of man, because I am aware that I am a man also. But I'm a nice man. Unlike a lot of men.
Sir Desmond recently brought a would-be poacher to justice. You might thank him for his leal service.
And I might fuck you. And by fuck you, I mean... Right, not...
Sir Aemon was knighted at 8 and 10.
How many of these knights have combat experience beyond capturing poachers?
Yeah, she's asking the correct questions. Because isn't that what's important here? We need fighters.
Sir Criston Cole.
Sexy, right? That's a sexy guy who we saw at the jousting. He could joust me.
Son of the steward of the Lord of Blackhaven.
Hot!
Be welcome, Sir Criston.
Be still, my beating vagina.
Dornish marches, Princess. I fought for a year as a foot soldier against the Dornish incursions.
And you can murder this puss, let me tell you something.
Sir Arlen Dondarrion knighted me after we raised 2 of the watchtowers along the Burnway.
Him.
I choose Sir Criston Cole.
Yeah, we do. It's my choice, Seaver.
Let's not be too hasty. Seaguard, for instance, is the realm's prime defense against reavers from the Iron Islands.
This men are tawny knights. My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat. Should he not?
We don't need an amateur just because he's of high standing and a strong ally. No.
Of course, Princess.
Well, let us plan Sir Criston's investiture then.
I've got to say, what I'm loving now watching this scene back is I feel like Otto's getting a taste for the fact that he can't control her. Whereas I feel like when it comes to the king, he's able to just kind of have his own way and the king kind of just listens to whatever he says. Whereas like Rhaenyra's definitely more defiant and like knows what she wants. And I live. Woo!
The Dragon Lords, the highest of the nobility, lived here.
It is truly wondrous what you've built.
It is weird that she is so up the king's arse, though, isn't it? You'd think he'd do this with his daughter, but he's not. He's doing it with her. I don't like it.
Tell me, how is Rhaenyra? I wish she would approach me.
What if you went to her?
There are times when I would rather face the Black Dread himself than mine own daughter of 15.
She doesn't seem that bad. You know? She seems logical enough.
I think she would open herself to you if invited. You do have such an easy way about you, Your Grace.
She's being flirtatious. Alicent, calm your tits.
You do not mention our talks to Rhaenyra, do you? I fear that she wouldn't understand them.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm understanding them either. Because this should be your daughter. You know, you're talking about the histories and you know what? Not Alicent.
And already they tried to marry my father off and replace me as heir.
What if your father were to remarry?
Why do I feel like Alicent wants to marry the king?
Your father loves you.
She's giving sneaky energy in this one already, and I don't like it.
Kneel with me. I find this is a way to be with my mother. I feel close to her.
Babe, she's gone. Get a grip. No, I'm joking.
I know it sounds foolish.
I don't think it's foolish.
They're all around us.
What do I say?
Whatever you wish.
See, I do like her, but I have got a feeling, maybe not even by her own choice, but I feel like Otto is trying to almost like get her in there. Do you know what I mean? To almost like consolidate his place. That's what I feel like's happening here. Like, I'm not sure if Alicent is necessarily like gung-ho about the idea, but I feel that's where this is going.
I want him to see me as more than his little girl.
Mine own father does not know the language of girls either.
Yeah, because your dad's an asshole.
When I wish to talk with him, I know that I must make the effort.
See, I feel a betrayal coming on. I do. Maybe I'm just tainted. But I do. Like, I like to think that, you know, we're both girls, but I don't know. And like I said, I don't know if it's going to be off Alicent's own back is the only thing.
At the moment, the crown is perceived as being vulnerable.
To elude a storm, you can either sail into it or around it. But you must never await its coming.
Oh God, poetry. That was great. Love that analogy.
Join our families. Wed our daughter, Rhaenyra.
Oh!
With the Targaryen dragons and the Valyrian fleet bound in blood, you can show the realm that the crown's strongest days are ahead.
Fucking hell, we're not messing around, are we? It's been 6 months and we're talking about marrying again.
But wait! There's more!
That's her.
I do fear what Rhaenyra might think.
What does it matter, Your Grace? Her father must propagate the royal line.
What was it like flying the Black Dread? You were Valerian's last rider.
Only for a short time.
He can't be expected to marry her.
It would be a great honor to join our houses, as they were in Old Valyria. I would give you many children of pure Valerian blood, so that we might strengthen the royal line and the realm.
Is that what your father told you to say?
I'm gonna say that was rehearsed boots. That was rehearsed boots. That child should not be speaking like that.
What did your mother tell you?
That I wouldn't have to bed you until I turned 14.
There's no way! Incest, as well as paedophilia, is wild.
It bothers you, does it not?
It is his duty to take a new wife and strengthen his line.
I did not ask for a lesson in politics. I asked whether this bothers you.
Because it fucking bothers me.
Rhaenyra is your daughter, Princess. Does it bother you?
Of course it does.
She's a literal child marrying an older man. Old.
Whether it's to my daughter or to someone else's, your father will remarry, sooner than late.
Okay, I understand.
His new wife will produce new heirs, and chances are better than not that one of those will be male. And when that boy comes of age and your father has passed, the men of the realm will expect him to be heir, not you.
We know, Diva. That's pretty obvious.
Because that is the order of things.
And that's why everyone's fucking rushing for him to marry, so that can happen sooner rather than later.
When I am queen, I will create a new order.
Oh, I wish that could be Rhaenyra. But the men of the realm already had their opportunity to appoint a ruling queen at the Great Council, and they denied it.
That's tea.
They denied you, Princess Rhaenys.
That's tea. That's also tea. She's plucking her.
Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne.
Yeah, I do think that is tea, but bullshit, in my opinion. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy ascension to the throne, I don't think, for her, but I didn't think it would be.
Seems the realm wants for a new queen.
A good and kind queen will give comfort to your subjects.
She's wanting it. I know she is wanting it.
Lord Corlys Balarion has offered the hand of his daughter, the Lady Lena.
You know, the toddler. The toddler.
I don't know Lena very well.
I'm sure that she is good and kind, and that she will enjoy your company, as I have.
I hate it. I know her game also. Once again, don't know if she's wanting to necessarily do it, but I think she's there for her father and her father's wishes. Hence the anxious picking of the hands, you know?
I brought you something.
Has she fixed his dragon thing? She fixed it? Fixed it. Fair play, Alicent, honestly. Doing bits.
Skorkidosos adriso dromon tomepsa uliroti rilaudixo.
Daridoros daimon sikiasidas eglipseus.
Daemon stole a dragon egg.
He is to take a second wife in the tradition of old Valyria.
Okay, so he's remarrying.
Her Grace is with child, and is to have a dragon's egg placed in the babe's cradle, in the custom of House Targaryen.
Fuck. I would like to meet who he's marrying.
Scorio dromon Daemon Leitas.
I want to know. I would like to know. Tell us! Who's Dreamfire? Now that's ballsy.
Daemon is without limit. Let me go to Dragonstone.
Oh, that is. He's got some gall and gumption. I've got to give it to him. That's fucking bonkers. Definitely trying to provoke the king, that's for sure.
Will you see the king tonight?
If you wish it.
This is what I mean. It's not by her wishes. It's like she's literally just pleasing her father. Oh, that's who he took. I recall this. Okay, because she's the lady from the brothel, right?
Sir Crispin, wasn't it?
Sir Criston Cole, my prince.
Ah, yes, apologies. I couldn't recall.
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off his horse.
We're reading.
The library is open. Lady Mysaria is to be my wife.
This is an abomination. With every breath you soil your name, your house, and your brother's reign.
Whoa.
To choose violence here is to declare war against your king.
I don't think he's scared about that. I figured as much, to be honest. I figured this was going to come.
Even if it ends in the death of your unborn child and its mother.
Well, this is the thing. He has a fucking dragon, so you were dumb. Y'all are dumb. How do you suppose you're gonna beat a dragon? What the fuck's going on now? Another dragon? I'm also now wondering, because I thought when watching this that Caraxes, or Caraxes, I'm not sure how we say it, I thought that like he just came out because he could kind of sense the scenario, but I'm now wondering if he came out because he could sense Syrax. That would actually almost make more sense, because surely like Daemon would have to like shout for the dragon. Whereas, like, it makes sense for the dragons to both kind of sense each other's presence. That'd be really cool. Yeah, baby! She came with! Oh, I fucking love that. I love that. She said, not on my watch, you prick.
What are you doing here, princess?
Preventing bloodshed. Take care not to startle Syrax, my lords. She's rather protective of me.
Yes. I will say, her and Daemon get along, right? Or did get along.
Tubi maneri, Nike de Niklas. Dreptan li dawor.
That's not how things work here, Diva. You don't always get to choose.
Botsatr zomi mazem bilo vule, konir nuhruho suttailan.
Siculant.
Razilari Tubi.
She's not even fucking pregnant yet.
I'm right here, Uncle. The object of your ire. If you wish to be restored as heir, you'll need to kill me. So do it.
Well, let's not taunt him, hey. I don't think he will, though, because I do think he is fond of her somewhat. She's bold. I like that. This is what I mean. She's the perfect candidate to be queen. She ain't afraid. She's just ran circles around all you hoes. Now she's gonna go back and you're all gonna pay her a bit of fucking respect, because see what she just did there? You all were about to die if it wasn't for her. We'll await your thank you, Otto, right?
Bitch, please.
Yeah, look, he's horny for it. I know what's gonna happen.
Rhaenyra Velaryon.
Lena, okay.
She comes from unimpeachable Valyrian stock. She has Targaryen blood. What's to mislike?
She is 12.
She looks younger than 12! She looks literally like 8, 9 years old to me.
Driftmark makes for a better ally than it does an enemy.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is what it all comes back to. Ships, allyship, bullshit, you know?
You should wed Rhaenyra Velaryon, Your Grace.
No, I don't think he should. She's 12.
Your Grace, the princess has returned from Dragonstone.
Dragonstone?
Yeah, he didn't even fucking know she went. And the bad bitch served. I don't think he's going to be best pleased with her, but I don't care. She slayed that.
You disobeyed me.
Don't care.
You are my only heir. You could have been killed.
May I sit?
I'm sorry, but she's proving herself since every fucker wants her not to be queen.
You went to Dragonstone.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed.
Period. Nailed it.
A feat I'm not sure Sir Otto could have accomplished alone.
Drag her.
The Red Keeper's lost a warmth, and I dare say it will never recover.
It pleases me to hear you say this. To know that I'm not alone in my grief.
He's going to have to tell her, isn't he, that he's going to have to remarry. Yeah, it's wee marrying, all right. Marrying a wee child.
I struggle to realize that my daughter had so quickly become a woman grown.
She's a slay. I love her. What's not to like?
She understands what is now expected of me.
Absolutely.
The king must take a new wife.
But it's nice to hear it from the horse's mouth, right? Let me say that. Where the fuck does that saying come from? Hearing it from the horse's mouth?
Mother would have understood this, just as I do.
The wigs in this show are really cunty, I've got to say it. Like, wow. What's he gonna say then? Oh, I'm all fucking ears. Alicent's here. Why is Alicent here? It's not gonna be Lena, is it? Because why the hell is Alicent here?
I intend to marry.
Gagging. We're gagging.
The Lady Alicent Hightower.
I fucking knew it!
Before Spring's End.
This is an absurdity.
You're not wrong.
My house is Valerian, the greatest power in the realm.
And I am your king.
I knew it was going to happen. I could sense it in my waters. That's fucked that he didn't tell his daughter when he had the chance. And she just had to find out with everybody else that he's going to marry her best friend. And she somewhat expected it, low-key. Because she, like, placed herself there.
Rhaenyra.
Nah, you can't expect her to be sound with this. You could have told her last night and you didn't. Asshole. Fuck that. I'm mad.
For centuries, my house had to scratch out an existence from the sea with grit and luck. Unlike every other lord of the realm, I can say that I built my house's high seat with the strength of mine own back.
Who are we talking to?
I've always thought of you and I as having been
It's gone to Daemon.
made from the same cloth.
It's gone to Daemon, hasn't he? Yeah. Knew it!
We're both men who have had to cut our own way through the world.
Did you call me to Driftmark to remind me of my low standing, Lord Corlys? Or was there some other reason?
You've heard of the troubles in the Stepstones.
Yeah, what's happening in the Stepstones then? All these crabs.
The crab feeder is backed by powerful entities within the Free Cities.
That's the crab feeder. Scary!
I will not have Driftmark beggared while our king idles himself with feasts and balls and tourneys.
I will speak of my brother as I wish. You will not.
We're still part of the same family.
Waiting in the Stepstones is a chance for you to prove your worth to any who might yet doubt it.
And it'll also benefit you because it helps your house. Let's see what it's doing here. Oh my god, scary. So that's the enemy here then. The crab feeder. Not quite as slay as White Walker, is it? But anyway, guys. Great episode. Oh god. The gag though. The gag of Alicent being his queen. I could sense it coming. I really could. So it wasn't too shocking to me. But it has pissed me off that the king had a chance to tell his daughter the plan and didn't. That's just fucked up of you, to be honest. Like obviously, like, she'd still not be happy about it, but at least she'd know before everybody else is to know. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a certain level of respect that, you know, your daughter deserves. But that's just my opinion. Right, next episode. Crab feeder's still at it.
The sea snake will have your boxy fucking head!
Well, the crabs will have yours, I suppose. God, he literally puts the crabs on him too. Who knew crabs could be so vicious? This could be Daemon, right? So we made a deal with... what's his name? Chrysalis or something? It's not Chrysalis, that's for sure. Or like Chryso or something?
Yeah, my prince! Save me!
That's brutal. That's really brutal. Him being like, save me! And he just... God, that dragon's neck is so long too. Shit me. Very serpent-like, isn't it?
It's nice. Yeah, that is nice. It's different. It's unusual. Yeah.
Dreyha. So who is he? What's the tea? See, it does make me think, like, are we that in tune with our dragon that, like, they kind of feel as if we get hurt, you know? Like, that gave that, didn't it?
He has your eyes, Your Grace.
Yes, he does.
Oh.
It only remains for Viserys to name him heir to the throne.
I wouldn't be so sure.
He's the king's firstborn son.
I don't know that His Grace sees it so clearly.
Then it lies with you to make him see it.
No. So we've got one boy, and I guess we've got another child on the way too.
Have you seen Rhaenyra? I have not, Your Grace.
Oh, she's gonna be so mad. And so valid, also.
Daemon and the Sea Snake started their war without His Grace's leave. Were he to intervene now, after so long, it would make the crown appear weak.
Can someone tell me where in the seven hells Rhaenyra might be?
Under...
Oh, I'd rather be there too. Yeah, sing to me, baby. Look, she looks nice and cozy. She's got all the pillows.
She fled with...
Oh, we don't want to see Alicent. Fuck off, girly. Fuck you.
Her heart broken for those... Your Grace.
Because she's low-key mummy. Right? Stepmother, right now.
Rhaenyra? Yes, my queen. Your presence is wanted in the outer courtyard. The royal hunt readies to depart.
Don't give a fuck.
You may go, Samuel.
You are to stay by order of the princess.
The Queen commands you to leave the Godswood at once.
Oh, fucking hell.
Princess.
She's using the Queen card. Shit fucking me. Oh, I'd be so mad. I'd be seething.
The King wishes for you to join us.
The King has much to celebrate. He does not need me.
He wants for us all to be together.
And I don't. I'd rather remain here.
Is it the King's command?
Yes, but it...
Then at once, Your Grace.
But it needn't be. None of it needs be this way in truth, Rhaenyra.
I understand, right, that I imagine it wasn't her fucking choice. Right? She's kind of done whatever her father has said, and I understand that. But Rhaenyra's still allowed to be mad about the whole thing, in my opinion. Because I would be. At the end of the day, she is still shagging Rhaenyra's dad. So she's not going to be happy with the situation, regardless of, obviously, whether Alicent chose it or not.
You have duties.
As I am ceaselessly reminded.
I'm sorry?
As I am ceaselessly reminded.
You'd need to be reminded if you ever attended to them.
No one's here for me.
Period. You've got your queen, you've got your heir, you're all Gucci, darling. Period. Sorry. I have got to say, though, Alicent does make a very chic queen.
Look at the material. You should be going home anyway. You can be the judge of it.
Who is that? And what the fuck was that look for? It gave a bit predatory, if you ask me.
My lord husband says that no king has ever been able to tame the stepstones for long.
Perhaps the princess can give us some insight.
Perhaps the princess can't.
Oh, I'm not sure how I could. I've never been to the stepstones. Your dear uncle is the great mind behind this war, is he not? I wouldn't know. I've not spoken to Daemon in years. Since you supplanted him as heir. The princess was more suited to the role.
We'll see how long you agree with that then, hey? Maybe when your child is old enough to take over from her.
The crown is at war. Though your father refuses to admit it, we've been dragged into it by your uncle and the sea snake.
And how have you served the one with late Lady Red Wine? By eating cake?
Oh, pluck the old hag. Pluck her. Pluck the old hag. That's what I say.
Was your own second named heir as grand as this?
I honestly don't recall, and neither will Egan.
Lord Jason Lannister.
Don't do it!
Oh, we're not doing Lannisters.
No, the King's Wood. It's a fine hunting ground, but the best sport is to be found at Castle Rock.
Oh, is that fucking right? I'm sure you'd say that.
If one were to stand in the tower, on a perfect day, one could see
He's a bit too fucking close to her.
clear across the sunset sea.
It must be quite something.
I don't have a dragon pit, of course, but I do have the means and resources to build one.
What is he looking at like that for? He's too predatory. We don't like it.
Why would you need a dragon pit?
To house dragons, of course. I'd do anything for my queen. Or lady wife.
Yeah, he wants to marry her.
Thank you for the wine.
He's putting his 2 cents in. He's playing his fucking cards. All right, then. Came on a bit too strong there, darling. Maybe try a bit of subtlety next time.
Is that what I am to you? A prize to proffer about to the great houses?
Ooh. Ooh.
You're of age, Rhaenyra. Jason Lannister is an excellent match.
He's arrogant and self-serious.
Period.
Well, I thought you might have that in common.
Why don't you go fuck yourself, you weird little prick?
I have tried often to discuss it with you, but you've refused me at every turn.
That is because I do not wish to get married.
Period.
Even I do not exist above tradition and duty, Rhaenyra.
Excuse me, Your Grace.
Oh, yes. There you are.
Pausing, fucking pausing. Realistically, it's not of high demand that she get married, is it? I understand that that's tradition and that's what she has to do as a duty, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, like, she's in no fucking rush to do so, right? Because he's got an heir now. And I feel like that's realistically, she's like, you know what, fuck it, you've already got your heirs, you've done what they wanted you to do, and you've done it well, and now they'll have every reason to invalidate her being queen. You know? So I imagine that's why she's a bit fucking laboured on the thought of getting married. Because she's like, why bother? It's not going to change anything. But I mean, you guys know my stance on all this bullshit anyway. I'm always here for a woman who doesn't want to conform to the societal norms. Okay?
The Royal Huntsman has sent a report, Your Grace. There's been a sighting of a white hart.
Let's go, darling, yeah. I think we've had enough.
Princess, wait!
I just feel like women like Rhaenyra, for example, right? I just feel like her tenacity and whatnot would just be wasted being someone's wife. Like, how dull. You're gonna cause an accident, you are! Oh, I guess he stopped her from going and, like, barreling right into the river, right?
We should return to camp, Princess.
I'd rather not. Shall we have a tossle in the woods first? Ease me off a little bit. Oh, there we go. Is this the hunt? I'm sorry, hunting is so fucking weird. Like, hunting for sport and for enjoyment, I will never understand. But I'm not someone who sees pleasure in something dying.
Your Grace.
How far?
The droppings were found half a league to the east.
Call me new-fashioned. I guess I was going to say call me old-fashioned, but I guess it'd be more new-fashioned, wouldn't it?
I've never been one for signs of importance, Your Grace, but if the gods did wish to show their favor...
Is he gonna die? Because I'm just like thinking about how Robert Baratheon met his end. Do you know what I mean? Although this king does seem a bit smarter, and I feel like he's got one of those more like slow, prolonged deaths coming.
Your Grace.
What now, Jason?
January, February, March, April, May, June. Jason Derulo.
I had this forged in the Golden Gallery in honor of Prince Aegon.
We understand what you're doing, Jason. You're trying to woo.
I hope it might provide the killing stroke against your white heart. It's as if the Seven themselves had blessed this day.
You want him to use your spear to kill it? I don't like that. We'll use our own, thank you.
I would be honored to take the Princess Rhaenyra to wife, Your Grace.
Oh, we know. You've made that pretty clear.
Castle Rock is a splendid seat. Rhaenyra may take her place there by my side without shame and feel herself well compensated for her loss in station.
What loss of station?
She wouldn't be queen.
If you were to name young Aegon heir, Your Grace.
So she's not going to be queen. She's going to go and be his wife instead. That's what he's saying.
Many of us had assumed.
Many of us, you say. Have your bannermen questioned my choice of heir?
Every fucker's gonna, and we knew this. When you chose to marry and produce...
I did not decide to name Rhaenyra my heir on a whim. All the lords of the kingdom would do well to remember that.
Well, once you're dead, they're not going to have to, are they? They can do what they want.
There is another choice beyond Castle Rock.
And what's that?
One perhaps you might be more comfortable with, one closer to home.
Is he gonna suggest himself? Is he gonna suggest himself?
Think bigger.
Prince Aegon.
The baby?
The boy just turned 2, Otto.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's incest.
But it would cease the endless proposals for Rhaenyra's hand. Betroth them.
I came here to hunt.
I can't handle it. We can't do that. That would be insanity.
Do you wish to hear my opinion on the matter?
I suppose you're gonna give it, because every other fucker tends to.
It would seem to me the best match for Rhaenyra is the son of the sea snake. Some years ago, I counseled you to take his sister to wife. My reasoning remains the same.
Right, so he didn't marry the young girlie, but she's gonna have to marry the guy. How old's he?
We must pray, of course, that Rhaenyra survives the fighting in the Stepstones.
Princess, I must make a final plea that we return to the camp.
I'd rather prefer it here.
I love her. I love her.
His Grace is certain to be worried by your absence.
Who gives a fuck?
His Grace could worry himself to death if he said lies.
And he might. He might. It's not looking too good.
Do you think the realm will ever accept me as their queen?
I don't think so. People are too set in their ways and traditional for that. Oh, that's the thing we're hunting, right? Yeah, that's the thing we're hunting. Fucking hell.
No, it's not. But it is a wild boar. The same thing that took down Robert Baratheon, which I find very interesting.
The next morning.
May not be white, Your Grace. He's a big lad.
Oh, so the gods haven't... That's a sign, right? That the gods haven't, like, smiled upon him, kind of vibe. Because they said if he's white, then that's like a good sign, right? From the gods. And it's not white. Shit. See, but this is the thing, so it's hardly hunting when all he has to do is the final fucking blow. Where's the fun in that? Like, you're just a murderer. Don't do it. It hurts my soul. It does, it hurts me.
One more time, Your Grace. Put a bit to your left.
Guess what, Flop?
Yeah! Horrid. Do you feel better? Do you? Oh my god. Is that the white one? That's a sign from the fucking gods! Fucking gag. Yeah, we're not doing any of that. Hello, hi! Wow, what a beautiful creature. And they would have just killed it. They would have just slaughtered it. Look, it just came to greet us and say, hello, hi, the gods see you. Look at me believing in the gods. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're all going to respond to this, to be honest. Knowing Rhaenyra and how people tend to treat her, it's not going to be good, is it? Badass, though.
How fared my grandson? He's the future of the realm. When you bore the king a son, you ended 15 years of uncertainty and doubt.
But she didn't want to, did she? Like, she believed in Rhaenyra, and I feel like she does believe in Rhaenyra.
You mustn't ignore the certain truth that if Rhaenyra were to step over Aegon to ascend the throne, the realm would tear itself apart.
We understand, we've heard it, we get it.
They all swore obeisance to her. Our house among them.
That was before Aegon.
Rhaenyra will be a good queen.
And this is the thing, should that not mean something? That she came before Aegon?
Rhaenyra is a woman.
What of my son? Would you have me raise a man to steal his own sister's birthright?
He's the firstborn son of the king. To deny that he is heir to the throne is to assail the laws of gods and men.
Well, maybe we should.
You must guide Viserys towards reason. He'll never find it on his own.
And is she gonna go and just do what her father says? Because that's all she's ever done. If she was really Rhaenyra's friend, I'm not sure I'd respond how her father is wanting her to. But
I was hoping we might discuss something.
Rhaenyra, I do not think she enjoyed Jason Lannister's company.
Who would? Pompous, arrogant prick.
I do believe that Rhaenyra will marry Your Grace. But she must believe it is her choice to do so.
Absolutely, she must be ready herself and choose to do so herself. And what's the rush? If Aegon's going to be king anyway, what's the rush?
Lord Corlys and Prince Daemon are losing their war. This is a plea for aid.
If I now provide Daemon and Corlys succor, what will that say of their king?
Is it better for the realm if the crab feeder thrives or is vanquished?
She does have a point. If we are to rid the realm of the crab feeder, then I suppose we have got to go and help them, right?
Aid is sailing to the Stepstones.
There it is.
Did he make call for help?
He would sooner die. Do you not think my decision correct?
It is no consequence to what I think, as I'm often reminded.
I was trying to help you. Why must every effort on your behalf be resisted? As if to the death.
Because you mean to replace me.
Yes, period.
With Alicent Hightower's son, the boy you always wanted.
Can you not see why she'd be annoyed? Stupid, stupid bastard!
You have no further use for me. You might as well peddle me for what you can.
You have misjudged me, Rhaenyra.
You said it yourself. The lords of the realm gather like vultures to a carcass, hoping to feast on my bones.
Yeah. Imagery, fuck.
I do not seek to replace you, child. You've been much alone these last few years. Alone and angry.
Invalid! Jesus.
I wish to see you contented. Happy even.
You think a man would do it?
What would you have me do?
If it was for advantage, you would have wed Rhaenyra Velaryon.
Plucked. Period. Rhaenyra, although young, was the better option in terms of standing, right? And he went against that.
That is true enough. You must marry. Strengthen your own claim. Multiply.
We get it. Breed.
As to your match, make it yourself.
Thanks.
Search him out. Find one that pleases you. As I did.
A love match, if you will. I have been watching Bridgerton Season 3. Check out the Patreon for that.
The crab feeder and his men have no reason to leave those caves.
We must give them one. An offering of flesh to bait the crab.
Who?
Who are they going to use as bait?
Daemon.
Daemon is why we are losing. King's Landing will not support Daemon. Why should any of us?
I'm not sure you should be questioning the guy that's got the big-ass dragon. Oh, you're walking into a frosty welcome, my guy. They've not been speaking highly of you.
I bring word from His Grace Viserys Targaryen.
God, you couldn't even win this war alone. That's a bit shitty, isn't it? I'm sure that's what he's thinking too.
Flops.
What? We're waving the white flag. We give up. No, is this to draw them out? Is this the plan? Daemon doesn't seem the type to just give up like that. I feel like he's doing what they wanted him to do, which is be the bait and lure him out, right? Because we know Daemon to be someone who doesn't follow rules.
Slay. And yas.
I mean, if he manages this, then pussy slay to him. Well done. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, to be honest, going up against that many arrows and also, like, soldiers and people... Jesus. Yeah, look, they've been lured out, for sure. Come on, dragon. Poof, poof. God, it's a lot of them for just one man, isn't it?
Little bit thick. Little bit thick.
Oh! Our army. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, he lured them out. Lovely work. I mean, in all fairness, who is that? More dragons! Yay! What are the names? I need to know the names. Oh my god, that one's kind of like a purple colour. Oh, lovely. What is that? What are we dragging? Oh! He's off to the crab guy. God, we sliced him in half. Sea Smoke Screeches, that just said. Sea Smoke. Love that name. These names are really slay. Well, I gotta give it to him. He managed it on his Todd. Fair. Honestly fair. He's finished the war on his own with that other guy, I guess. But I'm loving the show. Like, I'm very much invested in the story in Rhaenyra, to be honest. I love her. I'm sure you all could have guessed that. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave this here because it's going to have been a long one. I know that for sure. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I'm not sure when I'll be continuing this. I'm sure it'll be in like a couple of weeks' time or something. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Love you lots. Goodbye.